Hi, everybody, and thanks for joining us for another episode of Getting Real with Dana and Jenny, and our special guest today, Kate J. from Healing. I can't talk. I did it earlier. Healing Family Eats. I said, instead of Dana and Jenny, I said Jana and Denny.
Oopsie.
One of those days, you just
Not
can't
enough
talk.
coffee. Yeah.
That's right. I haven't had any coffee. That's the problem. I'm working on my sugar for the new year, so I haven't had any. So that's probably some of it. Woohoo! Watch out.
And I'm Jenny Mahar, the co-founder of Thyroid Refresh and Thyroid30. And Kate, we're so happy to have you here today. For those of you listening who aren't familiar with Kate, she is an amazing AIP recipe developer, chef, and certified AIP coach and nutrition coach. Is that the right title for you?
I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner, NTP.
Okay, got it. Yes, yeah,
and recipes are fabulous.
Thank you.
She's done a lot of incredible recipes for the site, and those of you who are participating in Thyroid30 will have some fun new ones coming out in our weekly Thyroid30 bulletins, and I think there's also quite a few of them in our winter meal plan that's included. But really quick, before we dive in with our chat with Kate, we wanted to let you guys know that Thyroid30 is currently open for enrollment. So if you'd like to join us for our January 30-day wellness adventure, now is the time to sign up. So please go to thyroidrefresh.com/thyroid30. You can learn more there about what Thyroid30 is and enroll. So we're very excited. And Kate, when we did our first wellness adventure last fall, Kate was not only a participant, she had her own team. That's one of the coolest parts about Thyroid30, I think, is that practitioners like you, Kate, can come in and have your own team. It can be a public team or even a private team, and you can sort of help guide your team through a unique experience. Maybe the focus is what you're eating. Maybe the focus is self-care. So, Kate, do you want to tell us a little bit about what that experience was like for you doing Thyroid30 as a team captain and as a player?
Yeah, it was so cool. First of all, I mean, it's an amazing platform. I'm not just saying this, obviously, but it really, how long did it take you to put that together? It's so good. It's amazing.
Thank you.
It was about a year of development, but really from the time we started until the time we launched our very first official, like open to the public wellness adventure was about a year and a half.
Yeah.
And full-time job.
Yeah.
You know, really,
yeah.
we felt really passionate about it though, because we're thyroid patients and we are living this lifestyle and this is what we needed. You know, I had been using something similar that was like just for the general public. And I said to Dana, I wish somebody would do this for the thyroid community and use thyroid specific diet and lifestyle recommendations. And, you know, you play on a team and you score yourself because it makes it so much more fun. It provides motivation and accountability. And that's what we did. We were like, we have to do this because we know we would use this and benefit from this. So,
and we just really wanted to make it fun. So, yeah, we're definitely very passionate about it. And fun, you know, you don't ever hear that word synonymous with thyroid disease. So
that's right. It's got to be.
We were trying to make it something that people didn't get up every day and dread, you know. So really quick, before we start talking a little bit about AIP and everything else, I want to shout out to all the people that are watching and the replay people. Put your name and where you're from in the comments so we can say hello and give you a shout out. Okay, so I'll do that here intermittently when we get some comments and things in here. But I wanted to just say thanks to Kate J, and I wanted to really ask you, could you give people who are watching just a small version or a little breakdown of what AIP is? Because there are people that are new to it.
Yeah, sure. AIP, it's autoimmune protocol. It's a paleo-based diet that's been sort of evolved again to take away the main stressors to the body, all the things that are known to irritate the gut. And so it's taking out a lot of foods, but it's bringing you back to this lovely blank canvas where you can calm your gut, you can put in some nutrient dense foods, you can work out, you know, which foods are actually stressing you, what your issues are, and then you can start to reintroduce again. So it's not a forever diet. It's just a lovely protocol, very supportive, lots of AIP community people out there, loads of resources. It's a fantastic protocol that has actually been, you know, scientifically proven to work. There's a science out there that was done in end of 2016 on inflammatory bowel disease patients, knowing that, you know, it's very, very effective for those. And there's also a Hashimoto's science project going on at the moment, which is really exciting. So hopefully maybe later on this year, beginning of next year, we'll hear about how effective AIP is for those people. So yeah, it's an amazing protocol. Definitely look into it.
I've used it and it's helped me a ton. I think just like you said, it was sort of I was in a time of trying to do some intensive healing, and it was like, just like you said, that blank slate and very calming. And I felt like I made some real strides that I got over some humps I hadn't been able to get over by doing that, you know, elimination phase of AIP. And then reintroducing things and going, wow, I had no idea I was reacting to this way. Certain things I would eat and it would give me a headache instantly. And I try it again the next day, instant headache. It's like, I had no idea.
Right.
So very empowering to have that knowledge. And we offer the recipes on our site. You know, we do gluten-free, dairy-free, what we call almost paleo, and then paleo and AIP, because those are really common sort of dietary templates that the thyroid community is using. But when you do Thyroid30, for someone like Kate, who's been doing AIP for so long, you've reintroduced many, many foods and spices. So you might have your own unique bio-individual avoid list. So it's not like if you do Thyroid30, you have to do that, you know, do this and do this workout and eat this and don't eat that. It's like,
it's very customizable.
Tailor it to your unique needs.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
and you learn that. I was just going to say, you learn that when you do the AIP. I'm working up to it. This, again, like I said, this year we're changing some things, so I'll let you know how it goes. But I have taken some things out of my diet, and when you do reintroduce things, you might be okay with it. And so eventually, when you're done doing the AIP, it's not like you live on the AIP diet forever. So you could, you know, if you're not eating X and you eliminate it, it may be okay for your bio individual needs later on. So just for those of you listening, don't be too scared. That saves me.
It's honestly, it's just a template. I mean, you know, a lot of the foods that you're taking out of the diet, you might be absolutely fine with anyway. It could be that there are things that are AIP friendly that you're not okay with, but by taking out the main, by taking out the main stressors, it's almost like your body can then say, now I can tell you what it is that I don't like. And that's why, Ginny, you said that you were able to find out what you were reactive to, because you've taken out so many of the things that you are having problems with, then that your body can then start speaking to you, because your body wants to heal. It's very, you know, very intuitive. It knows what you want, and then it can tell you. So yeah, you can go through the introduction process and work out your own template beyond AIP.
So will you be having your own team again in Thyroid30?
Would you like me to? Am I invited back?
Oh my gosh, we would love that.
Yeah,
yes.
I'll come on board.
And I know fun. I was on your team, I think, and your team was so engaged, and I mean, it was just a wonderful experience for them, and so fun to see people go through this 30 days and get to the end and say, wow, I really learned a lot about myself. I feel better. I have a lot more knowledge about what's working for me and what's not, where my trouble spots are. Yeah.
And I thought one of the nice things was everyone was at a different stage. Some needed more motivation and more support than others. You know, some people were able to do more than others. There was one person who was running a lot, you know, doing, not sure she was doing a marathon, but she was really able to run. There were other people who could probably barely run to their front door. But, you know, it doesn't really matter because we're all in it together. We've all got one huge, great, you know, thing in common. And if you want the support, it's there. I mean, that's what it's there for. It's amazing. Some people wanted more support. You just reach out and you get, because there are all these other people who get you. And that's the most important thing actually about these platforms, or your platform anyway, the love and the support there. It's available for everybody, however much of it you need. So I would definitely recommend it for sure.
And it makes me, my favorite thing about it is that it makes you not only accountable, but it also makes you very present.
Yes.
Every day. You know, because you have your things that you're scoring on. And so it makes you very, very present, and you can start over. Tomorrow's a new day. And so, and then when you do maybe not have such a great day, there's other people in there going, I didn't have such a great day. And you feel, you know, connected to them and very supported, and you do feel loved. So, that's one thing that we really wanted to build into it. So I'm glad you found that.
Yeah, I did. It came across. It was brilliant, honestly. Really good. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much. When you look at, you know, all the science behind making life changes sustainably and successfully, it's like connect with other people, get that support, find the, you know, some sort of tool, find the tools that work for you to give you that motivation and inspiration and accountability. And then taking small steps, right? It's not like you have to go in and completely overhaul your life in 30 days. We really encourage people to pick 1 or 2 areas to really focus on, because there's always another Thyroid 30 around the corner. You know, this is created for people who are on a lifelong journey of having thyroid issues, because that's the case for most of us, you know, especially with hypothyroidism. And Dana and I both have Hashimoto's, and you do as well, Kate. That's correct.
Yeah, and I think there's a couple people on here. I see Rachel. She's in the UK. I know she played as well. Give us your thoughts in the invisible hypothyroidism. So great to see you. Thanks for joining us all the way from the UK. Some of the things that you were working on, Rachel, when you were doing the most recent Thyroid 30. If you want, I don't want me to put you on the spot. I think Devania is on here too. So if you guys want to just pop in and put some quick notes about the things that, you know, really worked for you, that you were focusing on, your intention, because this time around it might be something different, or you could put maybe what you're going to focus on this time around. Last time I focused on my sleep, and this time I'm, which is the recharge, and this time I'm going to focus on refuel. As I mentioned, this is the third time to say something about my food, but I'm going to be working on nutrition. My whole family is, so I'm really excited about it. What I'm excited about mostly is that they're doing it with me, because it's not easy, you know. So
that's big actually, that they're doing it with you. That's really good, very helpful for you as well, and it's going to be amazing for them. Let's face it.
Definitely.
One thing you kind of touched on, Kate, was how on your team so many people were at different places, right? And everybody's different. You know, I kind of want to like dive in and make the spreadsheet and, you know, follow all the rules, you know, and Dana's more like, I gotta, you know, this has to be fun. She's more like, I need to socialize and get that team support. And so it's really, we just want to emphasize to people that wherever you're at on your journey, you're welcome here, and you will benefit from Thyroid 30. By the way, for those of you just tuning in, it is now open for enrollment. Our January wellness adventure starts on the 14th of this month. So if you'd like to sign up or learn more, go to thyroidrefresh.com/thyroid30. But, you know, going to the different like types of thyroid patients, there's people who are newly diagnosed who have come in who are just like, I have no idea what to do. What is this? You know, where do I even begin? Then there's other people who are like, I've just been doing the conventional thing. My doctor says I'm fine, and I just take my medication and I don't need to do anything else, but I'm not feeling great. So I kind of wanted to experiment. No, but we talk a lot about the health seeker, right? And that's sort of, I think, when it comes down to who this platform really can empower and work amazingly for, it's those people who are always seeking better health and trying to optimize their health in spite of whatever challenges they might have. So I think just to define what a health seeker is, there's this question that, will help you figure out, are you a health seeker? Is healthcare something delivered by a provider when you get sick, or is it something you do for yourself to stay vital, healthy, and well? And I think there can be a little bit of both, right? But I feel like so many of the people who have come into this and benefited from it are, they really are committed to taking extra good care of themselves so that they can feel optimal in spite of a thyroid diagnosis and overcome some of those hurdles.
Definitely. I was just sorry. I was reading a couple of these comments and I see that movement's really big for a lot of people. And it is. Yeah. Exercise and movement is really big. And as you said earlier, Kate, you were talking about, you had your group and there was one woman who was a runner and, several people who couldn't run to the front door, right? I mean, it really doesn't matter where you are in your journey. Everyone's welcome here. As you said, Jenny, but Devania was talking about, let's see here, I'm going to post her comments so we can share, everybody can see. So she's going to be more intentional about movement, same thing with Rachel in the UK. That was a big thing for her. And, when we talk about movement, guys, it doesn't have to be running. It doesn't have to be full-on Zumba class. It doesn't have to be any class. It can be just being intentional about moving. If I can't get what I want in my day as far as exercise goes, I am intentional about walking. I have a dog, and my husband and I, and a lot of times my daughter, will walk 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just being intentional. If it's raining and yucky, I don't really feel like it, well, then, maybe it's just walking to the mailbox. But then once I'm up and I'm moving, then I'm moving around the house. I'm doing laundry and I'm moving and I'm going and I'm back and forth. And I end up not sitting down for a long time, which is probably as much exercise as you might get if you were walking outside for, 30 minutes, right? So just being intentional about it and trying to just get some small movement in. And don't discount if you've run to the store and run to Target and you've run 19 different errands during the day. That's a lot of movement. So don't discount that, right? You don't have to think of it as just exercise with your exercise clothes on and your weight sitting next to you. Movement is just moving, because there's a lot of people who can't do that. And if you're one of those people, it's okay. Right. So just focus on the positive things. Walk around your couch a few times today and 5 times tomorrow and 10 times the next week. Just be intentional about it, and you'll start to realize how much maybe you do get in and places that you could improve.
Well, it can sound really simplistic, I think, like, oh, I get a point if I did some exercise today, but really it does make you think about it. When you check in every day and have your scorecard and you have to think, did I do anything for self-care or stress management? Did I eat right? Did I drink enough water? Did I get any physical activity today? It really brings a higher degree of awareness to your daily habits and choices. And I think it gets you, on like a higher plane of living as well as you possibly can with thyroid disease and incorporating, a lifestyle, a supportive lifestyle. Rachel says, the biggest thing for me was upping my movement, not necessarily heavy exercise, but just moving. Yep, gentle walks, yoga, whatever got me feeling more energetic. Thyroid30 was great at highlighting the importance of that. Moving every day is so important. It's so true. And I think when you're energy challenged too, it can be hard to motivate, right?
Yeah. It's not easy.
We have quite a few movement videos on the site that players can utilize throughout the game. So there's everything from hip hop dance workouts to more Pilates based type movement with Andrea Wool of Autoimmune Strong. There's also, we have Marianne Barry, who's the founder of Realign Therapy, and she does some really incredible therapeutic workouts for people, even sitting workouts and even lying down workouts, because we know there's people out there who struggle to even get out of bed. So we really wanted to provide movement options for people. They're like, all the videos are about 10 minutes long. Anybody can squeeze that into their day, right?
We have Fern Olivia who does some yoga, but some of the videos are 5 minutes. I just did a couple of 5-minute videos the other day at Fern's, and they just got my energy going, the blood pumping. And so it felt really good. It wasn't this, I didn't have to leave my house. I didn't have to put some special clothes on. I just went in there and did it. And once it got the blood flowing, then I started thinking, oh, well, maybe I can. So I did another one, right? So if you just kind of take that step to spend 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it usually leads to, some other things. So, and it also at least just gets some happy endorphins going, right? So that can't be a bad thing.
Yeah, the first step can be the hardest.
So we try to support you along the way. And I feel like, even Brody Welch with her Qigong, it's,
right.
It's interesting and different. And hopefully those are motivational enough to get you to move if you're having a hard time getting, inspired because you want to try something different, some really cool dance videos and things. So
I was going to mention dancing. That's something I like to do. If I'm in the kitchen doing something, I get some, good music on, turn it up a bit, have a dance around. It's great. Gets those happy endorphins going for sure. And it gets you moving. Yeah.
Awesome. I love that. Dana and I are both dancers. She was a Zumba instructor and I grew up doing tap, jazz, and ballet. And we both love to dance. We always talk about that. And
we always talk about having a dance party. I don't know how we're going to do it, but someday it's happening. So
you should do it. Totally. That would be such fun.
To me, I think you get your rejuvenation point. That's your self-care point. I think if you have a little, private dance party, I think you get your
rejuvenation and reactivation
and your reactivate.
Yeah.
Because that's self-care. That's like we have to refill our joy buckets, right? And do those things.
And generally,
that make us smile.
When there's dance involved, then usually I'm singing too. So you definitely get your rejuvenation, point there because, you got it all going on. I'm by myself, I'm dancing, I'm singing. It's all for me, right? So
if you're feeling low, dancing is definitely the best thing to do. Definitely. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Really quick, one last time, I'll mention that we are currently open for enrollment for Thyroid30. So we're very excited. We have a lot of people signed up already. So reserve your spot today at thyroidrefresh.com/thyroid30. We will all have our own teams in there you can join. And we would love to have you come together as part of this community with us so we can thrive together and make this journey towards optimal well-being a little bit more easy and simple and enjoyable and empowering for all of us. So
and fun.
Yes.
I'm all about the fun.
Yeah. Kate, was there anything, any sort of tips you might have for people who are signed up for Thyroid30 or considering doing Thyroid30 as far as, having experienced the game? Is there anything that comes to mind that we maybe didn't cover that people might need to know?
I think you've covered it all, but I will say though, that if you're the sort of person who's a bit of a lurker, don't be, because absolutely, and then it's, a lot of people are, and I can be a lurker as well, but the more you put into this experience, by far and away, the more you're going to get out. Absolutely.
Yes.
And, you're going to be interacting with people and, who are just like you, and you can support each other and you can make some friends. Might only be for 30 days, but you never know what can happen. But yeah, it's just use that platform Just use it and you'll get so much more out of it, for sure. Yeah.
Well, and for people who were on your team, if you go back and captain that team again, Kate, then people can come back to that team. So people can come back to my team, Dana's team. Yeah. So that should be set up in there as soon as the captain goes in and says, you know, yes, I'm here, I'm signed up, I will be captain again. Then it opens that back up so people can come back to the, you know, their little thyroid
Come back home.
Thyroid family.
their little thyroid family over and over again. So it's sweet that
just
way.
to reiterate, you know, when you do have your little thyroid family and you're in there with your team, everybody's doing different protocols. Everybody's on a different path. Everybody, you know, someone may be doing XYZ book and another person may be doing this program, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're gluten-free, not gluten-free, wherever you are, you're welcome. So I'm really proud of that for Jenny and I, because we really wanted to make it feel supportive. Again, fun, supportive, empowering. And also the enrollment is open right now, but it does have a cutoff. So just wanted to mention the 13th is the last day. So jump in. And I think, let's see, Celia has a question. Do you have an annual membership to sign up for Thyroid 30? We do have an annual membership, and you get a $10 discount when you sign up as an annual member. You get a $10 discount.
That's as a thyroid refresh member.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's like our website, Thyroid Refresh. We think of it like a living thyroid lifestyle magazine. So you can become a monthly or an annual member to that. And I'm glad you brought that up, Celia, and hi, and thank you for being here. Because this is like our not so secret deal. If you become a Thyroid Refresh member and then go and purchase Thyroid 30, members receive $10 off. So instead of paying $30 to participate in Thyroid 30, you only pay $20, which is a crazy deal. I mean, it's less than $1 a day. And as long as you're a member, that discount will be automatically applied when you sign up.
Not so secret discount, right?
Right. Yeah. So, and I think, you know, those two together, the Thyroid Refresh membership, along with Thyroid 30, really are designed to be like two complementary puzzle pieces to provide year-round support. So we do Thyroid 30 4 times a year. So it's seasonal. So you have this 30-day sort of focused opportunity to make progress and make steps towards whatever changes you need to make. And then that time in between is that sort of intentional pause is also really important, because that's where you lock in those changes. This isn't like 30 days of clean living and then it's done and you go back to, you know, we're going for locking in a lifestyle, you know? So you do that Thyroid 30, and throughout that, you've got your support of the membership. You've got your like thyroid lifestyle magazine coming to you with more recipes, more workouts, more expert written articles, more information and inspiration to support you on that journey. And then when the 30-day wellness adventure ends, you've still got that connection to not just the information we have to share, but also to our community. There's a private members forum where you can say, hey, I'm trying something new, or I found a great recipe I wanted to share. Or has anybody had experience with this? I'm looking for some input with a new issue I'm facing.
Or you can get more personal, and it's not out there on the internet for everyone to see. You know, you can't really go into a group on Facebook and say, you know, I have the biggest zit in the world or whatever it is. You don't really want that to be displayed forever.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of private. It's private, so you can get a little bit more personal. And just another little point I wanted to add was, you know, with thyroid disease, you know, it is a lifestyle. You have to change. You can't just take a pill, because the symptoms don't subside with just the pill for 99.999%. And so it's a lifestyle. And so if you're following the 80-10 rule, 80% of the time you're living this, you know, thyroid lifestyle and you're watching things, and then you have the 20% of, you know, you can't be perfect, because life's all about balance, right? When you're doing Thyroid 30 4 times a year, you're on the 90-10 or the 100-0 or whatever you decide to do. But then in those interims, there's Thyroid Refresh to support you on your 80-20 rule. So So we think we've made a comprehensive site. We hope you love it. We are so grateful for the wonderful feedback we've gotten, and we'd love to have you join our teams.
Well, thank you all so much for being here, and thank you especially Kate J for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Loved having you as part of this. Your recipes are amazing, and all that you do brings so much to Thyroid Refresh, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the game.
Yeah.
Yay. Do it. Come and join us, everyone. It's so much fun. Yeah.
And thanks to all of you for watching. I saw a couple people signed up. That's wonderful. Thank you. Welcome. We can't wait to get to know you better and thrive together. So
bye, guys. See you next week. I think we have Nadia Aaron's coming to join us, right? So she'll be
yes,
she'll be doing some meditation, some cool things. And Jenny and I have a little secret surprise. We can't wait to show you.
Yes,
so
we're going to have a fun surprise.
Yes, we are.
Something with our appearance.
Hey, we can't give him any. No, you can't give him any tips. Okay, guys. See you in the game.
All right. Bye. Thanks for being here.